Hi, I'm Bonnie Annis,
And I'm Stephanie Prestidge.
and we're here from Lemoore in our series of weekly YouTube lives to talk about skin health. In our most recent series, we talked about acne and the effects on of lifestyle, of bacteria, of wellness. We talked about all aspects in a three-part series, and today we begin a multi-part series on skin aging. You know, some days I wake up in the morning and I say, oh yeah, I'm looking pretty good, not bad for, someone in their 50s. Some days, not so much. Some days I think,
Yeah.
oh, okay, I got pillow creases, I'm dehydrated, I drank a big glass of wine last night. Today's a good day, but this is a topic that is really, really close to my heart because it affects my life. And we're not talking about anti-aging, right?
Good point. I think that's a strong point. Too much we see in the industry of products that are anti-aging, but we all age. We're supposed to.
I'm aging. I'm okay with that. I've learned a lot as a result of my aging. And although there's some days I wish I had the energy of someone in their 20s, I feel good about the age that I'm at. And all
Nice.
I want is to remain healthy in my body and in my skin.
Yep.
So let's dig into our topic today. One of the questions that I had for you today, you use a lot of words.
Yeah.
Some words I get, some words I need to ask you about. So today I would like to ask you about what is intrinsic and extrinsic aging, and why is it a concern when we're on the topic of skin aging?
Yeah, good question. Let's keep it super simple. Intrinsic, internal body.
Okay, so it's my body just aging. It's
Mhm.
just doing what it does.
Genetically like it's supposed to.
Okay.
Extrinsic aging, external factors affecting us aging.
And we've all seen those memes of the person at the beach with the
Yes.
leathery skin, who's a tanner, and
Yeah.
that's an extrinsic factor when aging.
Absolutely.
Probably smoking is another extrinsic factor. What are some
Yes.
other examples?
And before I get into examples, why focus more on extrinsic?
Oh, we want to focus more on extrinsic. I guess there's
Absolutely.
nothing really we can do about intrinsic, right? We just age at our body's rate of aging.
So, because of modern lifestyles, we talked about this before with other topics, but because of modern life and modern ways of living, we are accelerating our aging. So, like intrinsic genetic aging happens. We are all supposed to age, but unfortunately, depending on our lifestyles, we're accelerating it. So, for some people, 80 to 90% of their like aging of whether skin or internal is extrinsic factors.
Okay.
So yeah, we got to focus more on that. Yes,
Okay.
we're supposed to age. That's age gracefully.
So we empower ourselves
Yes.
to do the things in our lives to keep ourselves healthy,
Yeah.
our skin and our body.
And then examples, you gotta get a great one. Sun damage, or not sun is all bad. We've talked about that.
Yeah.
But letting yourself be in the sun so long that you are experiencing severe inflammation from sun, that's not good. Smoking, we know that's not helpful at all in any way, skin or internal body. But what do we need to do? Because yes, we all know the examples of what not to do, but what's not talked about enough is what should you be doing?
What should we be doing?
And the thing is, outside, contact with the world, being sun smart. Exercise is really helpful. It actually calms down inflammation in the body, even though we feel like we're sweating when we do it.
But sweating is good because it excretes toxins.
Yep, and it feeds your skin surface as well.
Okay.
Avoiding mismatches if we can. I know we talked about those in previous weeks, but we can go back to some of those where, we don't get enough diversity in our microbiome. We need to spend a little bit more time outside, go for a walk, do things to de-stress you, because stress really, really accelerates skin conditions. It is a big factor.
I had a conversation with my daughter the other day. She had seen a commercial, a YouTube commercial about hydroponic vegetables.
Yeah.
And she's like, Mom, we can grow all our vegetables in a white tube, and then we get all the broccoli, all the cauliflower, and I mean, obviously it's great. It was like a farm in these little white tubes. You don't have to get dirty. You basically just walk up to the tube and you pick your vegetable. It sounds really, really good.
Yeah.
But one of the things I talked to her about is the fact that what's missing there is the microbiome. And we
Yes.
don't know the role of dirt.
Yeah.
We know that plants need certain amount of nutrients,
Yes.
but we don't necessarily know all the little micronutrients that plants need. Same with people, right?
Yeah.
We don't know necessarily what is it, and I'm looking out over my backyard as we speak. We don't know what microbe completes the process that we need to populate our skin with. So basically what we know is we need to get out there
Yes.
and expose ourselves to those microbes. Not expose yourself, that's not what I meant, but expose our skin and our bodies to the microbes in a way that will populate our skin with all of them.
Yeah, the good, absolutely. We need to have a healthier microbiome. That's a big factor, and with us focusing on it.
Tell me more about how S focuses on the microbiome for healthy skin aging.
As we age, everything in human anatomy slows down. We know that. That's not new. That's nothing exciting there. Like, we know that's going to happen, but we can, if we have more of a diverse skin microbiome and skin barrier, it'll help keep the pH low. That's important. As we age, our
Okay.
pH gets higher, which means we dry out. That's what that means. Higher pH
Oh,
dries out the surface. So if we can try to help a person keep it lower with probiotics,
okay.
super important. Um, as we age, our sebum, our oils also slow down. But
Which means
we,
it's so, so important that we don't strip the sebum from our skin, which is why when you reach a certain age, you need to let go of those clarifying cleansers, of
yes,
the
yes, yes,
oil-free cleansers. You need to leave the sebum on your skin
yes,
because your body works so, so hard to create that sebum for a reason, because it's part of our immune system, it's part of our protection. It's really changed the way I think about sebum just in general. And I'm sure you two get on the topic. Oh yeah, you want to talk about sebum?
oh
I
yeah,
want to talk to you about sebum. So we need to protect it. I certainly know as I'm aging that I really love the feeling of my skin being hydrated. I don't want to feel that squeaky feeling like I used to in my
yeah,
20s and even in my 30s, if I'm being honest. It was actually a really hard thing for me to switch to something that allowed my skin to feel that dewiness. And I didn't realize what was missing. I was applying things and applying things, and I didn't realize that what I needed to do was feed. I need to feed
yes,
my skin.
yeah, absolutely. And you know, I just thought of it as well when we're talking, is when we before discussed my skin results for my skin swabbing, 95% of my face is propionibacterium. Now, that is actually what declines with aging on our skin. It needs to be there because it's a probiotic or a prebiotic for our skin. So, by putting on like ESSE's probiotic serum, you're feeding 3 different live probiotics of lactobacillus to your skin. So, it's going to help drop your
And
pH.
as a
It's going to help your
reminder, S
barrier.
was the very first
Yeah,
brand on the market
it's very true.
with a
Yes.
live probiotic serum, and that was in 2015,
Yes.
correct? So that's a long time. They know what they're doing in terms of
Yeah.
encapsulating live probiotic cells in a lipid, in a lipid sphere to be able to deliver live probiotics to your skin. So what else can S do to reduce the skin pH? You also talked about some antimicrobial peptides. What else is S doing to assist with that?
A full range. There's the full plus range with S. So, yes, we give the skin a live probiotic, but we also have to look at other ingredients that help prevent the acceleration of aging from extrinsic
Okay.
lifestyles, right? So that's when we need to look at other oils on the skin. We need to look at other ingredients, still your hyaluronic acid, but a low molecular weight, which is super important. You know, hyaluronic acid's not new.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how many product ranges out there have it, but what is also unique with ESSE is they chose a low molecular weight hyaluronic acid. Why? Not all of them actually penetrate your skin.
Okay.
Not all hyaluronic acids do, because their molecules are too big. You know, like if you think of the basics of watching child programs as a kid, does this object fit in this gap? Those like little basic things we did as a kid, right? You can even think
Right.
of that with skin. If
Right.
this molecule is not going to fit in this space, but this tiny molecule will fit in this space.
Okay.
Low molecular weight.
That's fascinating. You know, I think we're going to really dig into the topic of healthy skin aging over this series. Please reach out with your questions, put your questions in the comments below, and we will make sure to cover them. Thanks for